This is the 11th of September 2024. Good evening and welcome to InfoNews at 8. It's always a pleasure coming your way. We're broadcasting live from our studios in Accra. My name is Augustine, Edem, Kobby, Toussaint. Coming up in tonight's bulletin, the Ghana Police Service is giving green light to the National Democratic Congress ahead of their planned protest for September 7. We've got details of that story. Also ahead of the elections, Alan Kojo Tremanting, leader for Movement for Change, has filed his nomination and he has picked Kwame Owusu-Danso as his running mate. In the camp of the New Patriotic Party, Pius Hajide has promised the World Cup trip to his constituents if they vote for him. Also in the bulletin, Organized Labour has threatened a nationwide strike over Galamsey activities. We've got details of these stories and more. You want to stay tuned for the details. You're welcome back. This is InfoNews, our major news bulletin for the day. Now let's settle for the news and details. The Ghana Police Service is giving the green light to the opposition National Democratic Congress (NDC) to hold a demonstration against the Electoral Commission on September 17. The NDC's General Secretary Fifi Fiavequeti confirmed the approval after a meeting with the Accra Regional Police Command. The demonstration will take place simultaneously in all regions, with the Accra event starting from the Kwame Nkrumah Circle, proceeding through various streets and ending in front of the EC's premises. NDC Chairman Johnson Esiedu Nketia earlier this week revealed that the party plans to organize a nationwide protest after submitting presidential nomination forms on behalf of John Mahama.
We had a very good meeting with the regional police bosses, and the agreement is that we are going to proceed with our demonstration on the 17th of this month. That's next Tuesday, and it's going to happen not just in Greater Accra but in all the other regions of the country at the same time. We wanted to have a confirmation about the endpoint. In terms of the routes, we had an agreement that we're going to start from the Kwame Nkrumah Circle, proceed through to Farisco, continue through to TUC, continue through the ministries and come all the way to Parliament, and then end up in front of the premises of the Electoral Commission. We wanted to have the exact location. That's why we came with the police to come and see exactly where it is we wanted to have the termination point, and we've been able to agree on that as well. Generally, in terms of the importance of this demonstration, is to say that it is something that is beyond the NDC. It's a critical election ahead of Ghana. It is in everybody's interest to ensure that especially the register that's going to be the center of this whole election is credible. It's one that everybody can have absolute confidence in. We've had clear instances to say that there are issues, and we are pressing for forensic audit to be done, and that actually is the reason.
Still ahead of the election, founder and leader of the Movement for Change, Alan Kojo Tremanting, has officially nominated Kwame Owusu-Danso as his running mate for the upcoming elections. This announcement comes shortly after Tremanting submitted his nomination at the Electoral Commission on Wednesday. Kwame Owusu-Danso, a lawyer and influential figure in Ghanaian politics, brings extensive experience and diverse expertise to the ticket. His nomination is seen as a strategic move aimed at enhancing the campaign's appeal across the various voter groups. A statement issued by Tremanting emphasized that Owusu-Danso's election aligns with the aspirations of Ghana's youth who are seeking greater inclusion in governance decisions. The statement highlighted Danso as a youth icon, recognized for his versatility and broad talents across corporate management law, broadcast journalism, music, and civil society activism. Now let's turn our focus to the camp of the New Patriotic Party, because the New Patriotic Party has officially confirmed Dr. Tia Abdul Kabiru Mahama as its parliamentary candidate for the Wale Wale constituency. The decision was made during a National Executive Committee meeting held on Wednesday. Dr. Mahama's confirmation comes after the withdrawal of incumbent Member of Parliament Labira Zuwera Abudu, who was one of the two aspirants in the parliamentary contest. With Abudu stepping down, Dr. Mahama emerged as the sole aspirant for the position. Now, the NPP has praised Abudu's decision to withdraw and has called on all stakeholders in the Wale Wale constituency to support Dr. Mahama's candidacy wholeheartedly. The party's General Secretary Justin Kobby made this known in a statement. Dr. Mohammed's confirmation sets the stage for his campaign in the Wale Wale constituency. Now, if you're a constituent in the Isuojaman constituency, well, this news is for you because Pius Hajide, the New Patriotic Party's parliamentary candidate for the Isuojaman constituency, has made a bold promise to his constituents, vowing to facilitate their children's travel to the United States for the 2026 World Cup if he is elected. Hajide, who has a controversial past involving the 2017 Australian visa scandal, emphasized his connections and experience in the sports sector as a pathway for Ghanaian youth to participate in international sporting events. During a campaign event, Hajide touted his ability to assist individuals in traveling abroad, citing his previous experience in helping people travel to Australia. He promised to support the youth of Isuojaman in exploring opportunities abroad, particularly in sports.
Ufri Ghana, now uko Australia. Ubetina aeroplane 18 hours. Enukrano, nipabi etumidi mechiako. World Cup eba. Ayeba bebo afifufra ayeba bewemui. Yeah, Bebono, Ewa America. And no 7 hours spend away to America. Nanadum, Semu Pesemu, Manumo, Ego America, Nomunko Bobra, Nasikebi and Refia, to Abanamami, Uya Bebono, Ewa Paso, Uya Bebono, Ewa Desase, Uya Bebono, Ewa Newtown, now Peso Tukwaya, me Pios, Mibayo, Empia, Miduba Tukwai, Miduba Tukwai, Miduba Con. Namino.
Away from politics, organized labor, led by the Trades Union Congress TUC, has issued a stern warning to the government, threatening a nationwide strike by the end of September if decisive action is not taken to address the escalating Galamsey crisis. In a statement, the TUC Secretary General Joshua Ansah demanded immediate action, including a declaration of a state of emergency in affected areas, halt to all Galamsey activities in forest reserves, and a deployment of the military to remove and destroy mining equipment, among others. Ansah stressed that the government's inaction has resulted in severe environmental degradation, including the destruction of rivers, farmlands, and forest reserves. If no concrete measures are taken by the end of September 2024, organized labor says it will embark on a series of demonstrations and a nationwide strike to force the government's hand. Now time for business. A reminder, you're still watching InfoNews at 8. In business, back, Ghana's year-on-year inflation rate slowed down slightly in August 2024, dropping to 20.4% from 20.9% in July, according to the Ghana Statistical Service. The marginal decrease was largely driven by a reduction in food inflation, which was eased to 19.1% from 21.5% in the previous month. The government statistician, Professor Samuel Kwabena, speaking at a news conference today in Accra, attributed the slowdown to falling prices in key food categories such as milk, oils and fats, as well as fruits and nuts. While food inflation decreased, non-food inflation saw an increase, rising to 21.5% in August from 20.5% in July. Now, prices across all categories fell by 0.7% over the month. August marked the 5th consecutive month of declining inflation in Ghana. Despite this positive trend, inflation remains higher than the central bank's medium-term target of 8%, with an allowable margin of 2% each side. That's all for business on tonight's bulletin. That's how we draw the curtains on tonight's bulletin. We are most grateful for your company. For more news and updates, remember to log on to our social media pages on Facebook, on Instagram, on X, and on YouTube. We've got amazing content for you. My name is Augustine Edem, Kobby Toussaint. Catch you same time tomorrow. It's the 9th of September.